Kristen, congratulations. Obviously, you heard some of the stats. So what does it mean to be part of a team that's been consistent and been able to bring big results like you have tonight?
It's everything. It's just a culmination of all of our hard work, and I think we have done such a good job of establishing an identity, and we've been true to that every week, and I think we've built on every performance every week, so it's been really fun to be a part of, because I think we've just continued to get better, and you see it in the results.
And then what are the things that are happening in training that are making these building blocks come in and really be able to be set for success for you to have games like this?
We just focus, I think, on all of our close connections, and I think you see it in the game and the way we play, and we always have numbers around the ball, and we just move it really well, and we see that in training every day. So, when we do it out on the field on the weekend, it's not shocking to us.
Now,
Go ahead.
being in the top part of the league, how do you feel now comparing what you have last season? You struggled a lot.
I think it's a long season. Being in this league for as long as I've been in, it doesn't really matter where you are in now. So I think it's great, but I think we don't focus on it too much. We're really just focused on 1 week at a time and the result, but also the performance.
Yeah, Abraham, and then
You've been here with the Wave since its inception. What can you say about how much this team has grown in its identity, both on and off the field?
Yeah, I think every year has been a bit different. Obviously, this year being probably the most different of all the years, just with all the new faces, coaching and players. But I think we've always had that winning mentality, and it showed with our early on success with the club. So I think we've kind of just built on that, having that like underdog gritty mentality, but also the soccer we're playing this year is unbelievable. So I think it's been really fun to be a part of.
yeah.
And you were saying that you guys are creating an identity for the club. How much are you focusing on being, say, really offensive identity of playing?
I think just with the players we have, it's natural for them. So we just have so many good, creative, attacking players. So, Jonas doing the work we put in every week with our close connections and how we build and how we want to create chances and stuff, I think that has just been, like, it shows. And so we kind of just let our attacking players shine. And I think, yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, go ahead.
Today we saw a big reaction of the team being 1 goal down, and every time that either a goal was scored or it was a score against, you were all huddled and talk. What were saying on those huddles, or what you were talking about?
Just little tweaks we want to make. I think we never let the game get away from us, but we obviously let in more goals than we would like. So I think just after everyone, it was, just everyone calm down, keep our composure, keep playing, because, after those goals, we're susceptible, but so are they. So we wanted to just really focus on that first 5 minutes and just keep controlling the game.
Oh, Todd in the back.
13 different goal scorers for the Wave this year. On the goals tonight, assists from all different places of the field, from different positions. Seems to me like everyone's contributing week in and week out. Can you speak to that?
Yeah, I think it's just a testament to the depth of our team. I think we have goal scorers, like you said, 13 different goal scorers, and I think it also speaks to our identity in that we have a certain way we want to build and we have a certain way we want to play, and everyone has that attacking mentality, and we're dangerous from all different spots on the field. So I think it just shows what a tough and deep team we are.
Adriana, congratulations. You had a game today with the Braves, and at the beginning of the game it seemed like you were just drifting, trying to find that ball. The ball ends up finding you once you go back to your central position. Can you take me through this game and just how you ended up on the Braves side of things today?
Yeah, I think I, like you said, probably played myself into the game. I think trying to find the space in the first half, and first goal came off of one of our presses. I thought we pressed really well throughout throughout the game. And then I got my opportunity and I took my shot and then bounced back and got the second. So yeah, great to get 2 goals on the board today.
And then what is it like to have that French connection, as people were calling, with Maroney, Cascarino, and McKenza? Just just commanding that midfield and that latter half to open up space for you?
Yeah, I feel like it's been an exciting partnership so far, and I think we still have a long way to go, which is even more exciting to see us grow throughout the games that we have coming up. And I think that we have a connection on the field, so it's nice to see, and I think there's still more to give to that.
And then I asked Kristen earlier, what are the keys that you feel that are the successes during training that are being able to transfer here on game day?
Yeah, I think we've created a really high-intensity training environment. I think, we train hard and we keep standards high, and it's transferring onto the field in games as well.
Yes, Sylvia?
Usually congratulations on the race, and usually as a striker, you go and do the pressing, even though it's going to end up in a clearance. How much of a reward it felt that you can score a goal with the high pressure that you were doing, not only on that play, but on the whole game?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's like the beauty of the sport. You're often doing a lot of runs that you don't really see end product on, and I think tonight it was just really nice to see that the pressing finally paid off, and for us to get a goal off of it, and yeah, sometimes it's just how it goes, but it went in our favor tonight.
Cool jacket?
With a huge winning streak that you are all having, even though being 1 goal down, you came back. It was a really big win. How are you managing that pressure? And today, with 5 goals, it seemed that there was no pressure at all. How are you managing that?
Yeah, I think that's what, our team is so exciting to watch. I think, once they scored, we bounced back immediately, and we didn't take our foot off the gas, and we kept going, and we put five in the back of the net, which is really exciting. And yeah, I think it's just credit to the whole team, the whole squad. Everyone is hustling out there, running, and until the 90th minute, and it's nice football to watch.
Todd?
Walk us through that second goal. You're running, the Kurz keeper's coming out. I think you knew a collision was coming, but you played through the ball. Walk us through that. What were you thinking when you seen feel?
Yeah, I think I was just, hoping I'd make it out of there alive, because, saw the goalkeeper coming straight at me, and I think I just got a toe on it, and, luckily it bounced in the back of the net, but I'm glad that both of us are okay, because that was a scary collision.
You've been on a lot of good teams. People talk about the vibes right now on this team. How does this feel right now to be playing this well and stacking all these wins?
Yeah, I mean, it feels amazing. I think we've had a good start to the season. I think we're sitting in second at the moment. I think it's exciting because we still haven't seen our best, and I think there's still so much to work towards, and that is the most exciting part. Is I'm excited to see where we are towards the end of the season, because what we have right now is quite special, and it's only going to get better and better.
Love that. And more?
What does it mean for you to play in front of Alex Morgan, not only because she was a superstar of the sport, but now that she's an investor of the club, she knows very well you as players, but what does it mean that now she's an investor and she's involved in the women's soccer in America?
Yeah, I mean, I think Alex Morgan is, she's paved the way for women's soccer, and it's amazing to see her on the business side of things now after having an amazing career, and she's someone that we all look up to, and yeah, exciting to see her to continue to grow the sport, and yeah, we're really grateful to have her on board.
Congratulations, Jonas. The most goals scored by this club in its history. What does that mean for you after a performance like this, where they were able to bounce back and battle through the first half, and then play some very, very good and continue playing some very good football?
I think it was nice. We spoke about that after the game against Gotham, but also some parts from the game against Portland, where we said we controlled a lot of things, but we didn't create enough goal-scoring opportunities in these games, and it's important for us, if we want to continue to win football matches, we need to create goal-scoring opportunities. So there's a couple of things that we spoke about as a team where we needed to be better at, and a lot of those things I think the players did very well today. So it was we scored the goals in different ways, but they're all ways where we feel like that's close to on how we would like to create chances as a team. So maybe that's even a little bit more pleased as a coach when you see that. Yeah.
So many contributions from many players on the score sheet and just on the work on the workload side of things, defensively and offensively. What have been the successes to maintaining this the sustainability aspect and maintaining the high energy that it takes for this style of play that you're asking of players?
Now, I mean, the mindset to want to grow, to want to develop, I think that's been great from the players and from the staff. But then I also think being like where the commitment to the team and to the group, that's such an important aspect, and you can see that these players, they create something special between them, and we can see that on the pitch as well. It's a very tight team together. We see that when players are coming off from the bench, we see how the bench and the starting 11 interacts, and for me that's very important, because at the end of the day this is a team sport, and we all need to have individuals that wants to make the team better, and right now I think we have a lot of them.
Yes.
Hi, Jonas. I noticed today that from the 10 field starters players, 7 of them contributed either with a goal or an assist. We were talking before of creating an identity within the club. Would you say that right now the identity is being focused on being more offensive?
I don't know if that's it, because I do think that we need to be good in all aspects of the game, but I do think from where we want to be as a club and the players that we have, that we should be good on the ball, and we should be able to express ourselves on the ball, and we should be able to create on our own ability and not on opponents' mistakes. And I think that mindset is an important part, where we see also a lot of players working extremely hard for the team because they like to play this way here, and I think it suits us. I think it suits the crowd and the city. This is a football community. There is a lot of passion for the game here, and I think it's important when we play that we have a way that appeals to the city, and I think how we do now, I think it does.
Yeah, go ahead.
During the week, you mentioned that you're not focusing only on the wins. You have like pretty much everything is what you're focusing. Do you think that same mentality is the one that's keeping all the team no pressure to keep the winning streak? Because like, the wins keep coming and coming, but as you mentioned, like this is not the only thing that they're focusing. So do you think that same mentality it's allowing them to like shake off the pressure of the whole thing?
Yeah, I think when you focus on a result, there is a lot of things that goes into a result that is actually without your control, and I think it's very beneficial that you focus on things that are within your control, and no matter if you win or lose, there's still the work to be done. And I think I've praised the players a lot, but I want to praise my technical staff as well, because to be honest, like a week like this, they've been incredibly challenging in being like, what if we do that can be a problem, what if we do this could be a problem. And it's so helpful, because it's long days and we go over film over and over and over again, but we play out the situation and we create a lot of clarity, and I think there is no shortcuts to that. So I'm very blessed with having a strong technical staff that challenges and support, and I think that helps us as well being prepared for the games.
And also the team came back from being 1 goal down. The victory was a huge victory for the team. Did you say something to the team when there was a goal down, or was this something that was already visioned during the trainings, or can you talk to us about that?
No, but I see there is a strong belief in the group. It takes more than a goal to knock that off, and we've seen that plenty of times, being like we concede, but we quickly regroup and we stay stay true to what we want to do. So no, I had full confidence in that we would find a way back.
And more, we'll go to you.
Hello, Coach. The other day you said that you go week by week, you don't look at the table, but the other team does. And how good or bad for you is to become a team to beat during the season against the other teams?
Well, I think what we see in the games that we've been playing here now is that we have opponents that do a little bit different against us than they've done against other teams. Portland did that, Gotham did that, and now today North Carolina did that as well. They changed the way they press, and of course we have to take that a little bit as a compliment that they feel they need to do that. But it's also good for us because we need to solve more situations, and it's the beauty of the game. Every situation can be solved. We just need to make sure that we're on the same page on how we solve it.
Yeah, back here.
Kind of a twofold question. Both times that North Carolina scored, you guys answered right away. Is that something you saw on tape? And then what's the mentality of the team that leads to that?
Like I said, I think we have a team. They're very focused on what we can do and what we can achieve, and I think that's the important part of stay within what you can control, and I think. It's not only today, but during the season, I think we responded well, both when we scored and when we conceded. So that's a good sign of like mental strength in the team.
Abraham, do you have one?
International window is coming up. Does that give you pause when your team is playing this well, or how do you deal with that when so many of your players are about to best league?
Well, like you said, it can be good or it can be bad. Like, doesn't really matter what we think because it's just a fact that it is coming up. I think what we of course need to do here is to as always support the players that is away as well. We have a really tight turnaround when they come back. We play already Friday night. We will have players that will arrive very shortly into markets before that game, so it's going to be a minute-by-minute preparation. Seattle will have the same thing, so I'm sort of already there in my mind and being like, how do we help our players to be able to be as fresh as possible to play that game Friday night.
What are the things you need to do to make sure players are fresh?
Like always, I think it's one part is the communication piece. So we communicate with the national team coaches, we communicate with the players, of course, so we know what the player has been exposed for when they've been away. And then it's about helping them with strategies on how to deal with jet lag, how to deal with sleep, how to deal with nutrition. So it's getting all these basic needs in, and these things is, what should I say, it's not rocket science on what to do. What we need to do is to have the discipline and consistency to really doing it at a world-class level and really taking care of the bodies, and then we will be ready to play Friday night.
Okay, we will wrap it up there. Thank you guys so much. Thanks, Jonas.
Thank you guys.
Congrats on the win.